Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Daily Market Report brought to you by Mike Bjork. Today is Tuesday, and it's February 28th. Wrapping up this two-thirds now way through the first quarter of the year. And let's kind of jump into it. We got a few economic news releases to go over today. We'll start out with the GDP, or also the gross domestic product for the fourth quarter. So we had our first reporting of percent. Now, they have three reportings. The final one will come in on March. So March will provide us the final one for the fourth quarter, and then we'll start, begin the second quarter in April. We'll start getting the first quarter's results here. But the forecast for the fourth quarter for this month was at 2.2, and it came in at the same number at 1.9%. Now, they did forecast say that consumer spending was up from 2.5% to 3%, which is obviously an improvement there, but still a lot of discrepancies in the trade that's out there. Case-shiller home prices still shows improvement for the month of December. We had a 5.6% back in November, and December jumped up to 5.8%. So home prices are still going up. As you probably know, we've been seeing a real tight inventory problem where nationally I think we're right around 3.6 month supply, so real low inventory levels here. And we're still getting some pretty decent numbers out of that. Chicago PMI, this is the manufacturing number for Chicago region. So we just barely made it above in January at 50.3. So anything above 50 on this index is basically expansion. So we're basically barely expanding in January, and it jumped up to 57.4. So a nice little boost in February for the manufacturing Chicago region. And last but not least, we got the consumer confidence for the month of February. So back in January, we had 111.6, and the forecast supposed to be in that range of about 112. And it jumped up even higher to 114.8. So overall, decent numbers here. The GDP didn't improve, but it didn't go down either. So overall, good numbers are what we're seeing here. Improvement, and people are feeling better. Chicago PMI, manufacturing improved. Case-shiller people's home prices are going up. GDP is still at least the same or better than we expected for the fourth quarter. So overall, decent numbers there. So stock market's down. Why is that? Now, basically, it's taking this cue, getting prepared for President Trump's speech for tonight. About 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, he'll be giving a speech. His basically State of the Union speech, and he'll be addressing the taxes. He'll be addressing the Obamacare, from healthcare to a lot of stuff that's out there, what he wants to plan ahead, and they're looking for details as to how this is going to play a big part. So rather than since the stock market's taken so much on since the election results, they're kind of taking a step back and just kind of watching to see. They want to see if they're in overbought position, or they need to scale back a little bit. So they want to kind of see specifically as to what his plans are. So hopefully you'll get more detailed plans, what he plans to do going forward, versus kind of like a broad brush across. Okay, so let's take a look here at the bond market. So yesterday we had a pretty big drop here, and that was it really started dropping. A case came in, and basically some comments were made that the Fed funds futures came in for March to be over 50% possibility of a rate hike now. So that jumped up from about 20% all the way up over 50% jump percent chance of them having a rate hike in March. So so that caused a bit of a stir. The bond market kind of reacted negatively. As you can see, we dropped about 31 basis points. So from this point here on Friday to yesterday's close, it was about 31 basis points. So a pretty big drop right there. Currently, we're up about 19 basis points, about 12 basis points from where we left off yesterday. So right here, we're up about 12 basis points. And here's the first resistance. So as you see, we did drop below that ceiling here. And now we're working our way up towards that point right there. So again, it'll be kind of tough to say if we'll make that above there, or if we'll stay in the same. We might even just kind of be in this star effect. This could pull down and stay in the star effect. But right now, pricing did worse as a result this morning here. All right. So anyways, that kind of concludes our broadcast here today. If you guys want to get more updates throughout the day, just come over to Twitter. I do post daily updates on Twitter, so you'll get more information even after I've done this morning video for us here in the West Coast. Do this in the morning here. All right, have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.